Welcome back, folks. I realised from looking at my edited videos from the last few days that I had this camera set on too tight an angle, so my hands were up here, higher, where I like to work, and you couldn't see them. So I'm going to expand the picture out a bit. You might see all my crap in the background, but you may probably see more of what I'm doing. We'll see. We'll see how that's going to work. Let's try and get my instructions up. Right. I also realised that you didn't see the installation I did on the ship, so give me a second, I'll show you that first. So I'm just going to take these clips off from here. They were only put in not to secure anything, but to stop it from moving. So you can see I put those two bars on there. The helm will go under here, and the strings will go up to here, out, forward, and then onto here. And this is where the repeater indicator will be installed. You'll see that. I'll film me installing that when I get to it, which will probably be later today. So back to building the helm. Right guys, I haven't fastened this in yet, but I wanted to see just how close it is. That's where it's going to go. You see the little spindle underneath. There you go. We'll line up with those wheels. So that's where it's got to be positioned. It's you're only talking about 1 millimetre to 1.5 to 2 millimeters tops away from that what is it, former support. It's a deck support. There's going to be deck on here, so it's either the person's huge or the wheel's huge. I think it's the wheel that's huge. So I'm going to fasten that in, and then when that's had time to set, I'll then show you me threading up the steering indicator. Okay, back in a tick. I've got it back up where I've got a little bit more light and my magnifier to see what to do, because shoes fit something more goes on there. So I don't know why they make a big fuss about all these wheels, because with my stubby fingers, I'm not going to reach in there to turn the helm and try this indicator out. I can assure you. I'm going to have to use my needle thread again. I realise as you go along the build, more and more things get added to the hull. Makes it more and more difficult to actually reach in for things. Okay, that's one in. That was fairly straightforward. I'm quite surprised at that. There we go, that's the 2 strings threaded in. Hope you can see that. They go from the bottom of the wheel to the back of the wheel, the helm, up onto this pulley, then to there, then to there, and now. The indicator will be along here in a second, and it's the same on the other side. The idea being when you turn the wheel, which we can't in my case because I've made it fixed, the string will either be wrapped around that way or that way, which you pull it that way or that way. Gives you an indicator, which I'm about to find and cut out. Back and tick. Guys, I hope you can see these. This is the indicator. This part here will be attached to those 2 strings that you just saw, and then this will be painted and stuck to this piece, so it's over the top, and that's the indicator. So when I've got it ready for installing, I'll come back to you. Trying to get the light in the right place, and you still have to point it out, but there's the pointer in place there, right there. And you can see it fits around all the pulleys. It goes back to the helm. It goes around, obviously it goes around here in the master wheel. So that's that little piece done. Gotta look up the instruction now to see what the next bit is to be done. The funny thing is, you do all this work and this is all going to be hidden under a deck. And not very long from now. Okay, the great thing about model making is that you know you've done it. So, see you in a few seconds. I'm going to show you this. The next little job is to take 7 of these, parts 1 to 9, you can see there, knocked out 4mm on a sheet. You see how they are. So 7 of those have to be turned into 7 of these. The top ends, not quite round, but it's you file the same angle on both sides of the top. You file the groove on both sides of the sides, and you make the bottom into a 2x2 square, which, if you remember, let's go around to the ship, will fit in these slots over here. He says, hopefully, there we are, fits in the slot perfectly, which is where they will be positioned when they are done. So I'm going to carry on and do the other 6. I'll see you when they're all done. Right guys, 7 pieces done. It's now going to be painted, would you believe, dark red leather all the way around. So what I'm going to do is grab them by the tails. Could be dodgy for me. There we go. Just so I can get all the way around. So the obvious question to ask is, do I paint in the holes? And the answer is going to be yes. Because, so here, there will be a wheel in there, a little wheel, just like that. I'll come back when I've got all 7 done. Morning guys. Okay, had a nice comment on my previous video from someone who said the audio was absolutely atrocious and you couldn't understand the word. So my comment to that was, is that because my microphone was a bit dodgy, my voice was a bit croaky, or my Scottish accent makes it unintelligible to listen? Do tell, please. Just making a complaint without being specific doesn't really help me to improve the situation. But we do what we can. Right, I've just snipped the excess nails off there. I'm going to turn you off for a minute because I'm going to be using my my grinding tool when it gets a bit noisy. Back in a sec. Okay, nicely trimmed off, nice and smooth. I'll see a few bits of paint which I'll get touched up once they're on the ship, which is my next stage, is to put them on the ship. I'm not going to try and be smart and put them through here. I shall do that afterwards. Just have to make sure I can all go through the holes. Yeah, that'll be fine. Most you're going to get is a paint mark on a spot. Okay. I'm going to put them on the ship and move the camera back to near tick. Before I go on to putting these pegs in, I just want to point something out. This grill looks, on the pictorial plan, looks very orange, and they say to use an oak, well, what I thought was oak stain, and it's the same for these bits here, and here, and here. I've looked at it again, and it's not oak stain, It's an oak coloured transparent varnish. So I've ordered some, and I'll be going over these again with that varnish when it gets here, and these bits here. Quite interesting because some of the stain hadn't taken right on the end. Very interesting. And then, of course, you can see the difference in the colours as well. But yeah, we'll see what it's like when it gets the right colour on it. This is an oak stain. So I'll be interested to see how it comes out. So I'll be skipping a few steps in the instructions while I go to the next stage. But I'm going to put these pegs on the front, just get set up, and I'll be with me. Okay. My cat has decided that he doesn't like being on his own. He's sitting outside my shed here. My car is actually parked just outside the door of the shed, and he sits on top of the car and moves his little head off because he wants attention. He wants to be the centre of attention all the time. And I'm guessing that my wife is vacuuming in the living room at the moment, and he doesn't like the vacuum cleaner, so he comes out and complains to me. Quite funny, really. Okay, so that's the holes filled with glue. Make sure I get them all the right way around, i.e. the wheels going front to back, out to stern, whatever you want to. I want it going a hole. I know they'll all fit in the hole because I tried them all. Don't worry about getting them all straight at this stage. That comes later with the next stage. They've just all got to fit in the holes. So, we're now going to fit this piece, and this piece is going to be stuck on here. And let's see if we can get them all lined up. Not so easy, is it? Yep, this is what happens. Like Skittles, isn't it? Why I'm using white glue and not super glue. What do you think, guys? Should I just stick the heads in and then see what happens? That's one on the floor. be a way of doing this. So, try it this way. I've got no way of clamping that so it stays in position. And the more I do it, the more it moves. So, what I'm going to do is just leave these loose until this other piece is stuck, and then I'll come back and stick them again. Okay, I'll come back to you in a few seconds. Right guys, as you saw, I went a different way about it. Some of them are stuck in, so that's good. A few that haven't, they'll just be out into the holes. So we'll do the same again. Put glue on the threading board. Then I'll take the applicator. I have to get my bright light because I can't see the holes at the moment. It might be too bright for you. Too bright for me. There we go. I need an extra hand. Just lay that across. Hope that's not blooming too much on the camera, otherwise you won't see. That's much better. That's working. That one's stuck. I don't think it was properly stuck in, but there we are. Now then, take my cocktail stick and I remove the excess glue from around each filler. I could almost set my my clock to this rain today, because it seems as soon as I come out here and start filming, the rain starts. Like earlier, it was my cat was sitting on top of the car. There we go. That's that bit done. Now, as I was saying earlier, these vents, which is the next job, is to do these vents for here and here and here. I can do them and do the surrounds, but then they'll be varnished when the varnish arrives. But I can get them out and get them shaped and sized up and everything. And we'll move the camera back onto the workbench and we'll carry on with that. Guys, I want to try and show you what it is I'm doing. I don't know if you can see this piece in my fingers. Yeah, you can. Basically, rounding the end off. Because it's a 2mm square rod, then the ball is 2mm diameter. It's just a case of filing. I've got to do that with all four. Come back to you. Hello guys, back again. Right, I just carried on and finished this off. A little bit there. I'm not going to glue it in position, I'm just going to lay it roughly where it goes. It'll be sized up onto the centre line a bit later. But basically that's where it will finish its days, right up against this this ledge. Yeah, that's where it will go. So, what I'm going to do, because I'm waiting for this oak coloured varnish to arrive. It's not due to get here until another 4 days yet. I'm just going to carry on and build some of this deck furniture that has to be used, and I'll do what I can. Okay, let me set up on the workbench and I'll come back to you. So make it such that we're going to do a whole load of these at the moment. Well, 6 of them. I've just glued this onto the tape, and I'll use that as my makes it so much easier. Use it as my what do you call it? Not a template, is it? Is it? It means I get 6 moved. I didn't expect it to move. I'm just about going to get the 6 pieces out of that stick that I had left. That's pretty good. And there we go, 6 pieces. Yeah, and not much left over. So, I think it's about time to put a fresh sheet of paper down here. All I've got to do is find where I put my paper. I find that I can see things clearer on the sheet of paper than I can on this cutting mat. And let's face it, a sheet of paper can be thrown away. Just got to make some space. Always fun, isn't it? No matter how many times you do this, make space, you run out of space. So, 6 pieces, 19mm. Each of these is 19mm. Let's see how accurate I got them doing it that way. It's amazing how you can do that and they don't come out the same. But in any case, I'm gonna just touch up the ends. clear them off, because in a minute I'm going to shape them again. The ends have to be, they have to have like a ball shape on the end. It's 2mm square stock, right? Therefore you mark 2mm down, file groove 2mm down, and the bit above that groove you shape into a ball. See now. I think if I get this rail done today, I'll be quite happy. There we go, they're all same there. Just have to take the rough edges off. Right. Yeah, marking 2mm down. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Basically, all I do is I take a piece of 2mm square, put it against the end, like that. Just mark it with a pencil. Once you've got it one marked, you can go around with that pencil mark. When you've done it a few times, you can judge 2mm. I've done it a few times. It just gives me a line to work to. Filing. Okay, I'll carry on with this. I'll come back to you when I've got these done. I've got the other bits ready. Guys, just a few minutes later, you can see they're all shaped. Bottoms, the angle parts are stuck on. Just put through the bar and it's stuck, and that's it, ready to be positioned on the deck. I've let it set for a few bits. I'm just going to carry on, do little odds and ends of all the deck furniture, and we'll see how we get on. That has to set. It's going to take a little while. Okay, I'll come back to you when I've got the next bit done. Okay guys, there you see the, take the ruler out, I think, if I can. You see the little peg rails all prepared. 3 straight, one with these L-shaped bases on and painted. I'm going to call it a session at this. So if you like what I'm doing and you haven't already done so, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? When you subscribe, the notification icon will come up, which is a little bell. Click on that and you'll be notified when any new video is on the channel, which in my case is normally a Monday and a Thursday evening. This one's going to be a bit short because I'm waiting for varnish, in which case the next one may be short as well, because I'll probably wait for the varnish. I don't want to go too many steps ahead before I get the varnish. Okay, as it says at the tail end, like, share, subscribe, all helps the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.